process of making a car is complex and involves many steps, but we can break it down into 5 main stages: body in white, paint, assembly, testing, and finally shipping. Let's start with stage 1, body in white. This is the skeleton of the car, and it all starts with the frame. The frame is like the backbone of the car, and it's what everything else is attached to. In modern cars, the frame is made from steel or aluminum, and in older cars, it was made from wood. Now, back in the day, the frames were made by hand, but today, they're mostly made by robots. Robots are able to make frames faster, cheaper, and with higher quality than humans. They also work 24/7 without taking breaks or holidays. After the frame is made, it's time to add the body panels. This includes the hood, trunk lid, doors, and fenders. These panels are attached to the frame using spot welders, which are robots that can weld in over 2,000 spots to attach all the pieces together. Once the body in white is complete, it goes through a series of tests to check for any defects. These defects could be anything from a scratch to a dent to a misaligned panel. If any defects are found, they need to be fixed before the car can move on to the next stage. And this is done by a team of highly skilled technicians who use specialized tools to make sure that the body in white is perfect. Once the body in white is approved, it moves on to the next stage, which is painting. The first step in the painting process is to apply a primer to the body in white. Primer is a special type of paint that is used to protect the metal from rust and corrosion. It also helps to provide a smooth surface for the top coat of paint to go over. Once the primer has been applied, it's time to start spraying on the color coat. This is done by a robot that uses a special type of paint that is specifically designed to be applied to cars. The paint is mixed in a specific ratio to ensure that it is the right color. Once the color coat has been applied, it is dried using hot air. This helps to make the paint job more durable and long-lasting. Once the paint job is complete, the car goes through another round of inspections to make sure that the paint is perfect. Any imperfections, such as runs or drips, must be fixed before the car can move on to the next stage. The next stage is assembly, where the car gets its engine, transmission, wheels, and other major components. This is done by a team of highly skilled technicians who follow strict protocols to make sure that everything is installed correctly. For example, the engine needs to be installed at a specific angle, and the transmission needs to be connected to the drive shaft with a specific torque. Once the major components are installed, it's time to add the interior trim. This includes things like the seats, dashboard, and door panels. These components are installed by a team of technicians who again follow strict protocols to make sure everything is installed correctly. Once the interior trim is complete, the car is ready to move on to the next stage, which is testing. In this stage, the car is driven around a test track by a group of engineers and technicians. They are looking for any defects such as squeaks, rattles, or vibrations. They are also checking to see that the car handles the road properly and that the steering and braking are responsive. If any defects are found, they need to be fixed before the car can be released to the customer. And finally, we have the shipping stage. Once the car passes all the tests, it is shipped off to the dealership. This is typically done by train or truck. The cars are driven off the assembly line and onto the transportation vehicle. From there, they are driven off to the dealership, where they will eventually be sold to a customer. And that's how a car is made in a factory. It takes a lot of hard work and precision to build a car, but the end result is worth it. So the next time you get in your car, take a moment to appreciate all the hard work that went into making it. Don't forget to support us by liking this video. Thanks for watching.